Okay, how come we're not actually live? Why are we not? There we are. Okay, so that's good. So type show link for Nightbot. Show link actually work. Let's give it a try. So that one's live. That one's live. Hey, all about Crafty Witch. Okay, so that does work. Yeah, Drunken Chef. I still haven't really figured out how Nightbot works, but I did want to make it easy for people to promote themselves, because after all, this is why we're doing this, right? Let me see. Now I'm just going to go to this other screen and see if this works. Let's see, what are the chances? Oh, computers are so complicated. Where does it say? Oh, okay, so the comment is there at the top of the thing. Can I pin this? Pin it. Okay, so that will give you every opportunity to get there. So now here, let's like that. Oh, that's good. And let's see. Hello world. Okay, so let that sit there. Oh, we got a little bit of a jittery footage. The engine was running at that time, and I guess it was shaking the whole boat and shook the camera. There we go, echo. Shook the camera a little bit, so I guess we'll have to skip that footage or just jiggle your head while you're watching that going by. So while I'm not going to talk as much as usual while all this is running, I'm going to just ramble a little bit, but I do want to I need to edit some footage for another cooking video. Hey, Camping Cage Free, welcome to my semi-silent live. I guess I can't keep quiet, right? I've got to keep talking. And yeah, so this is again is reliving some of the summer. Why don't I edit this description here? Still reliving the summer, nice day sailing. Let's save that. Okay, so now we're there. Let's go back here. And we go back to our live. Where's our live? There's our live. There it is. Hello, computer. Yes. Okay, so while we're doing all of this, I'm going to do a bit of editing. I got to fix some stills in Photoshop first. And then once that's out of the way, then we're back to Adobe Premiere to actually do some video. And this one that I'm working on is mango salad, Thai mango salad that ended up tasting pretty good, a little bit different than other Thai restaurants, but that's five items, that's good. So that's under control. Hard to talk and type at the same time. That's interesting. But then again, I have a hard time playing piano with different hands doing different things, and I definitely can't talk and chew gum at the same time without tripping over my feet. So it's a challenge. Okay, so the jerky footage is gone, and now we're just exiting the marina. Oh my God, was that ever a nice sunny day? Here's some seagulls in the background, the water. Makes you really want to be there. And that greenery is a place called the Leslie Spit in Toronto, or Tommy Thompson Park, depending on which sign you last read. And there's that Lamborghini again, so maybe this is a bit of the same footage as we had last time with this nice summery day. It does look familiar. I think I did see that last time we had all this much fun. And well, there's a duck trying to get out of the way. It didn't want to get squished by the sailboat. It you know, you don't want to run into ducks, but I think the ducks are too smart to sit still long enough to get run over, especially if you're going 3 miles an hour. I think ducks can swim faster than that. Never tried it, of course. So once in a while, though, you get kayakers that get out in front of you, and you don't know how fast kayakers can go. But I have worried about running over kayakers because, you know, they're having fun too. And in the scheme of things with sail has way over speed, I guess, power. So human powered has way over sail. Now, if you're a kite surfer, it's technically a sail. Right? So who has the right of way? And I wouldn't want to get the mast tangled up with kite surfers' lines because people are going to get hurt. And now you got to get up to the top of the mast and figure out how to untangle their wires from your wires. So you want to stay safe out there. Let me just update this information here. And yeah, trying to edit and talk and keep track of the chat all at the same time. And it's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. But then again, it's multitasking, right? A multitasking world. Oh, there we go. who's, oh, just a couple of people in the chat. Hey, Axel, nice to see you. I just saw you on, where did I see you? I just saw you a minute ago on Cloud Scripters Live. So that was a kind of a cute, cute video there. Hey, Martin J. Yes, it is was a beautiful day. This is reliving the summer, and it makes me want to get out there now. I'm supposed to be painting the boat, but it's going to be below freezing tonight. It's going to be 5 degrees Celsius below freezing for the next 2 nights. So that's a little bit too cold for paint. I'm hoping it's going to warm up. It is going to warm up the week after. And I was down at the beach this afternoon, and we had a bit of an east wind. And the east wind here is always the beginning of bad weather. What sailors say an east wind bears no good, because we have westerlies, and the east wind is only one who's got a low pressure area, and the low pressure area is always bad weather. So something to keep in mind if you think about if you're sailing, and you think about it a little bit less if you're not on the water, if you're not relying on the wind for your fun. Okay, copy and paste. Let's see. Paste. Okay, here, copy and paste. Yes. There's that. Hey, Stitching It Up. Nice to see you guys. I don't think I've been to one of your lives in a little bit. My apologies. Have to keep an eye on what's happening. Billy Bob, yes. Nice to see you. How's the fishing? I've been watching more fishing lives in the last month than I ever thought of in the world. And some of them are pretty interesting. I mean, the people doing the fishing is interesting. And it's outdoors and fresh air. And again, makes you want to get out there. I'd rather be out there in a boat. But yeah, there's a couple of good fishing lives that are happening. Hey, Doug, yeah, we're also just over on Cloud Scripters, so it's a small world. Appreciate you dropping by. I've trying to do sort of a semi-silent live, trying to edit some videos and some photos while we're having all this fun. And I'm having a little bit of trouble trying to remember what I'm supposed to be concentrating on. So if I start babbling or start cursing because I just deleted the wrong file, then please accept my apologies. Yeah, what do we got here? Okay, here. So this is where the still images are. So I belong to this thing. So, yeah. Hey, Sheena Sales Thrifty. Thanks for dropping by. Drop a link. Sell stuff. The video I'm working on is for my version of a Thai mango salad. Now, Thai mango salad is green mango, and I didn't have green mango, and I prefer nice sweet mangoes, and so it ended up tasting a little bit different than some of the other Thai mango salads that I've had. Hey, Matt Butcher. Well, thanks for dropping by my live. My God, I've watched your live, and you've got like hundreds of thousands of people watching, and it's fascinating that people cutting up meat is that enticing. But yeah, I guess it's sort of part of learning where your food comes from. It isn't all shrink wrapped in the grocery store. There's a process to make that. Yeah, stitching. That's Toronto gets a few cruise boats, and there's maybe one a week here. It's I mean, Toronto's an interesting city, and we're connected to the ocean by the St. Lawrence River and the St. Lawrence Seaway. So we get a few boats, and they come up and they tie up at that dock, usually for 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 nights. And the tour people are out buying souvenirs and looking at some of the sights in the city. And Toronto is a nice city to be in. Nice to visit because you don't have to put up with some of the stuff that goes on an ongoing basis. But yeah, so we get a few cruise ships, and as a sailboat, we try to stay out of their way. They're bigger than we are. They are impressive. That one here, that's the Hamburg one, I think, MS Hamburg. It might have been a different one. They're always white and always look so clean compared to freighters. In Toronto, we used to be in the 1930s. Used to be a big port, and that has really died down. And now we get the occasional cruise ship. We get bulk carriers that are bringing sugar. There's a sugar refinery, one of the last waterfront industries in the city, and it gets a bulk carrier from the Caribbean, usually one a week, starting in February. January, there's ice in the river, so that they're closed for the winter. But and bulk carriers are dirty. They're often rusty. You wonder why are they rusty? I guess they're not that rusty because nobody wants to paint them. Paint is expensive, and some of them you'll see the marks of where they've rubbed against the docks for countless hours. And the freighters are registered in all countries. We see some from Panama and Peru, Argentina, a lot of South American. Limassol, that's Spain, I believe. So we see a variety of boats, but the cruise ships are, oh my God, so pretty, so white. Tourists are coming in to get fleeced by the tour operators. Nah, they don't get fleeced, they get value for their money. And they're part of the maritime environment. Hey, Jay Sharp, welcome. Thanks for coming to my live. It's nice to see you. I haven't been to your live in years. Or maybe you've never been to a live. I've seen you on other people's fishing lives. And yeah, I got to keep track of who's where and who's doing what to who in what order. We used to have a boat restaurant called Captain John's Restaurant. And it's a semi-sad story. This guy John Letnick was a restaurateur from Middle European, and he had a restaurant on the waterfront on a boat for okay, stitching, see ya. For about 10 years, and then it caught fire. And so we went back to Europe and picked up another boat and brought it over and tied it up, and that it was a former cruise ship, a Mediterranean cruise ship. and it was a bigger boat, and we had it tied up downtown, and it provided an interesting um, dining experience. I know it was sort of right amongst the downtown hotels, so it ended up with a hotel crowd. My one experience I remember, unfortunately, was we were there for Father's Day, and they're so overcrowded, and I unfortunately lost my cool with the server, and should have known better. But then again, it's one of those things where some things don't always make sense. So, but they had good food, seafood, and again little European delicacies, lattes, and things like that. And then the restaurant business died down a bit, and the city foreclosed on his restaurant. They towed the boat off to Wesseling, chopped it up into scrap steel, which was kind of sad to watch it go. I've got video of that. Hey, Junix Mix, thanks for coming to my live. I have video of that, and one of my non-sailing postings will be of the taking away of the Captain John's restaurant, and sort of want to write a ballad about it a little bit, like not sure what the theme of the ballad is, but about how the restaurant ran its course and then got dragged off to a shipbreaker to be broken down. Went to Port Dalhousie with eat. No, the Niagara Falls people aren't here. So. Anyway, so I'm still sitting here trying to edit this mango recipe. Everybody else's recipe for Thai mango salad includes fish sauce, and I've always been a bit leery of fish sauce. Fish sauce is apparently made by fermenting fish for 2 years. Now, fermenting is letting rot. Isn't that not the case? I know wine is fermented and it's good stuff, but beer is fermented is good stuff. So maybe it's not so bad, but the concept of fermented rotted fish on my food doesn't appeal. It doesn't appear as appetizing as you might think it could be. So instead of fish sauce, I used some sesame oil to get a little bit of that Eastern flavor, and some soy sauce. And in the end, I probably should have put in a bit of brown sugar as well. And some lime juice as well. And I ended up finding that it was a little bit heavier tasting than I would have preferred. So that may end up getting made a second time into another recipe with there was still no fish sauce, but a different soy sauce, and some sugar, and maybe instead of lime juice, put in lemon juice, because lime juice is rather heavy tasting. So we'll see how that works. The other thing I'm experimenting with, because I don't know, I've been in this YouTube world long enough. When I look at my statistics, 40% of my visitors come on a phone. And phones do vertical video. So if you look at TikTok, everything on TikTok is vertical. And if somebody posts a horizontal video on TikTok, I just skip over it. It's not worth the aggravation. And I'm wondering whether the same thing occurs in the YouTube world. And I'm going to try actually editing this mango cooking adventure in horizontal and vertical formats, and see if that as a way of makes it easier to share that message with people on a phone. But I don't know. I personally, when I look at YouTube on the phone, I'm not happy with the experience. When I'm on a computer, I've got 4 windows open. I can watch 3 different things and do something else like editing a video. Because on a phone, it's there's no multitasking. It's a single experience exercise. So it will be interesting to see what the reaction is to vertical video. Now, if you do a vertical video that's less than 3 minutes, then YouTube categorizes it as a short, and you don't get watch hours for it. And I'm not about to get 10 million short views. That it makes it worth the effort to actually even produce shorts. So we'll see if anybody has a reaction to vertical video in a long format video way. Now, this live is vertical. When I watch lives that are vertical or horizontal, I don't have a preference one way or the other, because I'm watching them on my computer. If I watch them on my phone, I don't know what my feeling would be. The other thing I was experimenting with last night, I couldn't get to sleep, was AI music. Some of my music is created on the Yamaha keyboard. Very simple chord sequences. But I want something more sophisticated without the song overpowering the video experience. So I came across a place called AIMUSICGEN that looks interesting. They have a free thing that lets you generate 2 songs a day, and in my opinion, free is good. Especially as long as we're not monetized on YouTube. And the samples that they allowed me to create were pretty good. Were pretty easy to listen to. Let's just play one for a second here. That I think would. I'm not going to be able to pick it up here, so that's not going to work. The music was pretty easy to listen to. Enough of a beat and enough of an interesting sound texture that it is just. I think I can listen to that. I've got to just turn off the sound here. Okay, yeah. And turn off the sound here. And turn off the sound here. So now I'm not going to get echo or feedback from the live itself. Can I hear myself? Can I hear myself? Can I hear myself? Yes, I can hear myself. So let's see what I did with that AI music. Where did it go? Start video. AI Gen. Let's see. here. It's a nice cadence. It was, my prompt is very simple. It's just the guitar chords A, B, and E. And it did a nice job of creating a nice sequence of chords and notes that would be great background to this, for instance. I think we're going to try a few of their songs. Let's just let this play in the background here. Anybody have any opinions on the AI generated music that we've got going in the background here? Let's turn that off. I need some water. Okay, let's get some editing going here. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, so I don't know why we got jerky footage here. The camera is mounted on the cockpit roof on a tripod, and the engine was running. So the engine is a two-cylinder diesel, so there's a bit of vibration, and I guess the vibration, the frequency of the tripod was just such that it started the camera shaking. I should have taken this out or stabilized it. I apologize for that. We'll fix that in the next iteration of doing this. back to editing here. Where's our file here? Where did we go? There we are. Listen to the live feed. Yeah, so they're sailing. We're sailing through the Toronto Outer Harbour, heading out past Center Island. A little dirt on the lens there. I didn't notice that at the time. It's a birds. No, it's dirt on the lens. Let's see if this updates itself. The lines are a little bit loose, so that's the jib sheet that you see flopping around. We probably had 7-8 knots of wind. We'll see a little bit of cat's paws on the water that are creating a little bit of waves. And now this looks like we're coming back into the outer harbor. I'm going to stop this music. It's a little bit loud in here. To be able to pick up on the stream. So let's see what okay, so that does update itself. That's interesting. Okay, we're in the middle of editing. Let's go back to editing for the multitask. Oops, where did you go? I lost it. I closed that window. Darn it. Where are you? There you are. It's a beautiful day. Let's see what we've got here. Let's let this keep running for a while here. Hey, 5 Minutes Nature, thanks for dropping by. My nature here is a reliving of the summer, sailing by the park, the Tom Thompson Park here in Toronto. Beautiful color day, beautiful warm day, and there we are. The boat's getting back onto the dock. In that case, yeah, we're going against the current. There's not a lot of current in that place here. Hey DJ, thank you for dropping by. I haven't seen you in a while. Sort of reliving the summer and trying to do some editing of a video about a mango salad. We're trying to multitask. I don't know if that's something that I know how to do or can do, or whether I'm smart enough. but I thought it was worth a try. Of course, the challenge in all of this is watch hours. The opportunities are getting there to get monetized, but now we need people watching stuff. And the window there, I wasn't really had in mind. Yeah, the dock that we're at is a nice dock. It's a modern dock. It's aluminum and plastic. So there's no slivers. It's clean. We do get some bird poop on it, but it seems to wash off every time there's a good rainstorm. And it's pretty sturdy as well. The thing I always worry about when jumping onto a narrow dock is if the dock is all tippy, then we worry about ending up in the water. So these docks are nice. They're not about 20 years old. Maybe more than 20. I think they've been more than 20 years old. That marina is a little bit more than 20 years old. And it's in downtown Toronto. It's a 10-minute drive from the bank towers, but it's secluded and isolated because it's an old industrial area that is slowly being generated. Hey, birds and bugs, thanks for dropping by again. Pleasure to see you. Pleasure to have you aboard. Reliving some of last year's sailing, including a shaky camera on the boat that picked up vibration from the motor running too slow. So when the motor runs slow, it vibrates, and in some ways it can shake the whole boat, and it doesn't hurt it, but it does make it difficult to get decent video footage when the tripod is jiggling back and forth. I guess I just not show people that footage because it's annoying. It annoys me. Go away. Yeah, my cruise ship there. So is that the MS Hamburg? I can't remember what boat is that. No, that's not the MS Hamburg. That is a French boat. Plan something. The crew boats are so bright and white and clean, and compared to freighters, I don't think I have a freighter in this footage, but you'll add a freighter to the mix the next time, and maybe do a comparison. We don't get that many freighters. The only freighters we get into the city, to be honest, are the sugar boats. So we get bulk carriers coming up from the Caribbean with raw sugar. We get cement boats. There's a couple of cement factories in the city. So there'll be a few boats that will bring in raw cement, and then they'll drop it off directly from the boat to a transit mixing facility. So it's really efficient because the boats carry huge amounts of material compared to a truck. There are no railways left in that part of the city, so that the only way that industry is going to work down there is if it can if it can get its materials in, right? So, but the cement boats are, that's not, I was going to say they're all new. You know, some of them are old and rusty and banged up from people cleaning cement out of them. But there's a couple of new cement boats. McKeel Marine runs a couple of them, and they look nice and clean as well. And the one I'm thinking of right now, it's a really nice bright red. When I first saw the boat, first time I came in to see it, I thought it was a Coast Guard boat. But on closer inspection, it's a cement boat. So where's my avocados? There's my avocados. See here, so this is like 8 mile an hour wind, 8 knots, and that's the kind of sailing I like. We're not racing, so we're not in a hurry. We're not trying to fight with the sails. We're not trying to fight to keep the thing upright, and we're really laid back, relaxed. I even say wimpy sailors. Like if it gets too windy, then just don't go out, because he needs the aggravation of fighting with the wind. It's a peaceful relaxation more than a sport, or more than trying to prove something. You know, you read the book The Old Man and the Sea, and you say, nah, we don't need that. It's fun. It's fun. So this one edit is almost finished. Amazing. I managed to talk and edit at the same time. You're going to have to see whether it actually looks any good. But at this point, it seemed to work. Now, the thing would be really nice is if I had either 4 monitors, which I would consider, so I can look up in each different direction and you can have separate monitors. Or I saw a 40-inch curved monitor somewhere at Best Buy. And so that gives you all of the screen real estate so that you can open up a bunch of windows and move them around. And the advantage of that over individual monitors is you don't have to worry about not being able to see stuff that's hiding in the cracks between the monitors. Okay, so that is the end of that particular edit. Let's see, let's save this file here. And see if we accomplished anything that knocks a few things off the bucket list. Okay, so let's see. 6, 7. Let's edit this. Let's do Find this other file. Let's see what we've done here. Yeah, back at the dock. There's me looking for the line before the boat rolls away. Oh yeah, the guy beside me had a little rubber raft that he brought for his kids, and bit flimsy for my liking, but for kids it worked well, and it gave them something to deal with. Hey, my life, nice to see you. I think I was on your live a little bit earlier, but nice to see you. Thanks for dropping by my live and having a look at here. Something I'm trying to do some editing at the same time as I'm chatting, and I just clicked on something wrong, and I don't know what I did wrong with it. So let's see if we can fix that. How hard can it be? As long as the file isn't gone, then the file isn't gone, right? Save. That time it's saved. Okay. Saving is good. Saving is good when you're trying to not lose things and you're not totally paying attention because you're trying to multitask. Hey, Joji. Thank you for dropping by. You must be my number one fan. I really appreciate it. Welcome aboard. We're sailing again in a bit of a different direction. As I hear, we've got some jerky footage. The engine was running on the boat at the time, and I guess the angle of the amount of vibration was carried through the tripod that was holding up the camera, and that got carried into the footage. So most of this footage, half of this footage is a phone, and the rest of the footage is taken with an Olympus Micro Four Thirds camera that I originally bought as a camera to take pictures of birds, but the sensor on that camera is a bit small. It's 16 megapixel, and I didn't like the results that much, so I've turned it into a video camera for this project and another one. But when you think about it, the phone does a better job. The video produced by the phone looks better than the video produced by the camera. Now, phone's $1,000, the camera is $2,000, so it's not that great a camera in terms of a video camera, movie camera, like an Alexa or a Blackmagic Design. I was surprised at the quality of the phone footage. The actual file itself, the camera, the phone is more compressed. A video, I think a 3-minute video is three. I'm wrong. It's the size of the file is 2/3 of the size of the file from the Olympus camera. So the quality of the video, the compression of the other camera is better than the phone. They're both recorded at 4K Ultra HD UHD, so 380 by 240, 3840 by 2040 pixels, because it gives me the opportunity to crop when I'm editing. If I was using the video directly from the phone to upload, I would probably just go with HD. It takes up less room on the camera, and it takes up less room on the camera. There's a little bit less room to upload. So if I'm doing TikTok, then where it's not getting edited, or it's only being edited in their online editor, then it might as well be the ultimate quality that they're using, which is HD. You want to drop a link? Type in show link, and Nightbot will drop your link. I set up Nightbot yesterday. It's the only thing I'm using it for. Although I think it'll still run in the background and try to trap some of the trolls and the spam from some of the trolls. But it seems to do the job. I see other people doing more with Nightbot. Right now I'm happy with what I'm getting out of it. So we're an hour. I was going to let this run for a couple of hours at least, if that's okay with people. Then we can, I think this is better than just looking at me talking. I'm kind of boring. Okay, so that takes care of that edit. Now let's go on to the next one, where we are trying to look at this mango. No, starting to look a little bit. Yeah, mangoes. And where are we here? Let's find the files. Open. Okay, so today's episode is where are you? Video clips, food video clips. There you are. Let's go here. So that's this one. Okay, save that in there. New file, wonderful. Okay, so that creates a new file. Pardon me. Every time I look at this, I see things in the background that you didn't see before. So this land that we're looking at is all landfill. It was never there, and when Toronto they built subways in the 1950s, all the dirt had to go somewhere. So the dirt and the rock that they dug out of the subway tunnels got dumped into Lake Ontario, created a peninsula that was just a garbage dump for years. And then over time, trees started growing there, and of course wildlife took over. And somebody decided that they could turn it into a park. So now it is a pretty good park. It's big, it's a couple miles long. When you look at it from Google Earth, it's just east of downtown Toronto, and there's some lagoons with fish and other water creatures in it, and a lot of birds. They talk about cormorants stinking everything up. A lot of cormorants, ducks, there's a swan colony there, a boat colony there as well. And so it's a really nice park. It's got a lot. You cannot drive there. There's a parking lot at the entrance to it. But it's a destination for bicyclists. When the kids were younger, we'd cycle all the way up to the end. And by the time they had to come back, and they complained about having to go so far. But the kids liked it, and in the end, they complained, but they complained. Hi, Yusra. Thanks for coming to my live. Welcome aboard. Just talking about sailing. This is reliving last year. Here we're heading out of the marina. Obviously a beautiful day, not very windy, which I like. I don't like a whole ton of wind. And I'm talking a little bit, but I'm also trying to edit a video about mango salad. And I'm trying to figure out where I left the files for this. And trying to multitask. I don't know if that's possible, but let's give it a try. What I keep apologizing for the shaky footage. The motor was running on the boat and it was shaking the boat, and the vibration was getting through to the camera. Okay, so I found my photos for this edit. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a couple of pictures. What happened to this? Oh, there it is. Okay. It's got this music running in the background. This is AI music. I don't know if it can be heard. I'm going to move the speaker closer to the... I want to try using AI music for this. So let's just make it smaller. I'm fascinated by AI music. It's, AI photography is interesting in itself. AI video is another whole world. But let's see what this... Oh, this picture turned out nice. Let's not like that. Let's see what we've got here. Adobe Camera Raw. Let's see what it says. Auto. A bit brighter. That's nice. A little bit. And put that in here. Okay. That's good. Let's come back to the color here. This piece. Okay, so that looks good. I like that. Let's make a change to this image here. Color mixer. Use brighter. Actually, green's a bit more yellow. Combination. Yeah, so here we're the boat is leaving the marina. Some wonderful boats there. Trying to respect people's privacy and not get close-ups of people themselves. Okay, so now let's duplicate that. Here, change the color of this. Try this. Okay. Let's save this. Rule. Who else is new here? Nobody new. So yeah, so we're just sailing down this channel that leads past Tommy Thompson Park. I've lost my boat is backing out of the slip to go sailing for the day. Okay. What else do we have here? Two. Okay, how many people we got watching here? Oh, I love watching that sailboat going past in front of that cruise ship. It's sort of a nice combination of sail and steam. Good. Yeah, my shaky footage there. I'm embarrassed to be showing people that I didn't catch that before it got into this loop. Okay, let's add a bit of red color to this. A little bit of red. Where's my red? I like this music. I could sit and listen to this. So this is AI music from AI Music Gen. Gonna have to get another. So one of the inputs is watching. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Let's go here, one here. So people have abandoned it. Let's see. If that will let you generate another free music. AI Music Gen next day. So what do I got here? Oops. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what happens when we do this. That's nice. Okay, now what color do we want this to be? Okay, I think that's good for now. Let me just see something here. Okay, so now what are we doing here? Let's take a break. I'm gonna just take a quick break here. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see. Pardon me. Okay. What do I want to do with this? I want to find. Let's try something here. Taste Southern fried potato and onions. Oh, I know. I see why Nightbot didn't like Joey. I apologize on behalf of Nightbot. Hey, birds and bugs, welcome back. Yeah, once you get those robots in charge of your life, you don't know what they're going to do next. I'm trying to get a write-up for one of my recipes, and I just asked ChatGPT for a description. And oh, it's such flowery language. I'm looking at this sentence here. Southern fried potatoes and onions are a savory, comforting dish with a delightful combination of crispy. I mean, this one sentence has 8, 9 adjectives to describe potatoes. But it's certainly easier to ask ChatGPT to provide a starting point and then improve on it a little bit, than to sit and stare at a screen for hours trying to write something. So it's cheating a little bit, I'm sure, but but I'm going to cheat if necessary. Yeah, thanks, birds. It's a nice. It's a nice park. That I'm sorry that it's a little bit jerky. This part where the camera was shaking. You know, birds and bugs. There's a bike path through that park, and at one point there's a sign that those yellow signs, warning signs, and it has a picture of a snake on the yellow warning sign. So I guess it's aimed at bicyclists. And I guess you don't want them to run your bicycle over a snake and then fall off. Yes. I'm in Toronto, Canada, on the shore of Lake Ontario. Okay, so let's see what my good friend ChatGPT had to say here. Take that word out. That's too many good words in this chat. I'm sorry. That's nice. I like that. Thanks, Scott, Joji. Oh, I didn't see that pontoon boat before. That's interesting. I guess I can't remember why I was swinging the camera around. I guess the boat was turning. I think I remember this day there was a boat in the way of us getting into the dock, and I had to go around in a circle. And this is the camera swinging around 180 degrees to give give the other boat time to get into their spot. Okay, so back to ChatGPT. This is all. Touch the Okay, so that's yeah, birds and bugs. If you're here, I would take you sailing. I do enjoy company. Sometimes just go down to the boat and sit on it. Hey, Stats, welcome back. Welcome aboard again. Similar footage as last time we had this party. Different days, and some where the camera was shaking on the boat because the boat was shaking, and that didn't work out well. Okay, Mr. ChatGPT, so I'm trying to edit some video, and I'm trying to do some script here, and I'm asking ChatGPT to give me some advice. And interesting. So ChatGPT is AI, and the music I'm playing in the background, I don't know if it can be heard, is AI from AIMUSICGEN. This is their free sample. I'm going to sign up. Even for a free account, they give you 2 songs a day. and I don't need 2 songs, but certainly for the quality of this, it's it's good music. And the editor that I use Adobe Premiere. It has the ability to take a piece of music, like let's say this clip is 3 minutes long, and stretch it to any length that you want it to be. And so if you've got a 20-minute video, then you've got 20 minutes of AI-generated music. And Adobe Premiere has the ability to make the music duck under the voice, so it can make it quieter when somebody's talking. So you've got music to fill in the spaces between your thoughts, and then when it becomes louder when you're not talking. So it's I like the combination. I've tried other editing systems. I tried Avid once for a project. I never really learned how to use it. I've used DaVinci Resolve, and I like it, mainly because it's free. But I had gotten used to Premiere. I think I've had Adobe Premiere since version 2, which would be like 1990 something. And I've gotten used to the keystrokes and the way the clips come together. And I like it. So the downside of Adobe is it costs money. But it's not too bad. And it's a small price to pay. I've worked with CapCut, which is TikTok's thing. I've never used it on a computer, so I don't know how well it works there, but I've used it on a phone for TikTok videos, and it has some nice features. And it's free, so free is good. But Adobe Blackmagic Resolve, DaVinci Resolve is free as well, and I think it is more powerful. It has more capabilities. I'm not a fan of a million transitions. I look at people that do slideshows with Show Pro Gold, and I look at some of these presentations, and every image has a different transition. And it was said to me once by a video editor or movie editor that if people notice the transition, then you've overdone it. The transition is supposed to move you from one scene to another. The transition isn't supposed to try and say, hey, I'm a transition, I'm a checkerboard, I'm a diagonal white, I'm a circular white, I'm an iris white, I'm a God knows what some of these things are doing, picture in picture, floating picture in picture. And if you're looking at a photo slideshow, and the photo's on the screen for 5 seconds, but 2 seconds at each end are the transition, you never get the opportunity to enjoy the image itself. So it's a tool, not a crutch. Okay, back to ChatGPT. So now let me ask my good friend ChatGPT. Describe Okay, that was a dumb question. I'll go. Let's see what Mr. ChatGPT wants to do for me. Yes, I like this. So again, I got a sentence, and in the sentence there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 adjectives to describe the taste. So if I was writing this myself, I wouldn't conceive of using 5 adjectives, and I wouldn't think of which 5 adjectives are making sense. And I don't disagree with what the chat gave me here. So let's use those words and we'll bring them into this video. It is an amazing thing. Now, to some extent, all of these finely crafted sentences were stolen from somebody else that wrote these in the first place. AI is interesting. I decided I was going to write a book on stock photography. Have AI write it for me, have ChatGPT write it for me. And I ended up with 100 pages of very good material. But ChatGPT learned all of this from existing works that are on the internet. And there are three books that have been written about stock photography in English. And I'm sure if I looked at any of those 3 books, I'd find the sentences that ChatGPT ripped off. So I've got the book, it's on my hard drive, but I'm afraid to publish it because, of course, the authors that have written the other books, and these were written before AI came, are going to recognize your sentences. So I still think it's a good idea, and I do think the material is relevant. I'm going to rewrite every paragraph to some extent to make it my words, not words that AI stole from somebody else. So AI is a double-edged sword. It's a good tool, but it's not a gift, not a godsend. Okay, we've been talking for an hour and 8 minutes. Let me let this run for, it's 9:30 now here in Toronto. We're going to let it run for 2 hours, so that'll bring it up to it's almost 2 hours. So we'll let it run for 2.5 hours. I do want to get down to the boat to do some work, but it's below freezing right now, and it's not supposed to rain or snow or anything really bad, but it's going to be cold overnight. It's going to be very cold tomorrow, -5 degrees Celsius. So that's what, 25 Fahrenheit. So that's way too chilly to get out there painting. So we'll do some inside work and maybe cook up a recipe inside there, because I do want to do that. It's a nice kitchen. It looks good. Okay, let's see what Mr. ChatGPT invented here. Let's see. I've written this already. So okay, we lost the connection there. I don't know what that means. It looks like It doesn't mean anything. He seems to still be here. The chat is still here. The images are still here. The stats are still counting. It knows what time it is, so all is good. Hey, Wheatsart. Yeah, I looked at some of your stuff today. That's interesting. I love it. I love it. So, thanks for dropping by. Thanks for coming aboard. We're just reliving some of last summer out sailing in Lake Ontario, out by Center Island. That's Toronto Center Island in front of us in the picture that we're seeing right now. And I guess we're not seeing it yet. I'm seeing it. It will be coming up in Mason. That's Leslie Spit that we're seeing there. Why is there such a delay? That's interesting. Not sure why we're having a delay. Not sure why we're having a delay there. Something got lost in the translation. But yeah, thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Love sharing some of this video, and of course we're looking for watch hours to make our friends at YouTube happy. Oh, let's open it up. That's ChatGPT. Where's my ChatGPT? I think that's all the ChatGPT that I want right now. Pardon me. Okay, where is my... Let's see. Put that in here. That's going to become the rest of this script for this video. Save that. Let's see. This is way too much for this, right? Third. That word. Yeah, so there we are at the dock. Boat's getting either tied up and then jump off and then or am we heading out? I think we're coming back in. Yeah, it's going to be me jumping in to tie her up. No, maybe we'll leave it. I can't tell. I don't remember. The boats are rocking. Well, it looks like we're heading out, so tying up is later on. Okay. Oh, so this mango recipe is more work than I thought it was going to be. Cut up some slices. Hey, love child. Thanks for dropping by my live. I guess it's a semi-live because it's recorded footage from sailing last year in the summer. I'm just reliving the summer, and I'm talking and editing a video at the same time. So I'm trying to multitask or pay attention in two different places at the same time. But welcome aboard. Thank you for coming by and reliving a bit of this summer with me. It really was a nice. We had a lot of nice nice days last year. The weather was good more often than not. Sometimes the sky's not so blue as other times. But in general, the summer was very nice. The wind was good most of the time, and it was a beautiful summer. Love child, I love the way you did your name. It's cool. The music in the background is AI music that I'm trying out from a company called AIMUSICGEN. They seem to have some good stuff. It's free. The plan that I'm going to be on lets me generate 2 songs a day. I don't need 2 songs a day. But it's good music, and you can play with it and end up with sounds that you wouldn't otherwise get. Work on the script for this other movie here. Yeah, there's that. I think I had this footage of the car, a boat that looks like a car. So it's an interesting concept. There's 3 or 4 of them. I think that one's a Lamborghini. I think there's a Ferrari, and there's a third one. And I guess it's a way for people to share their love of being on the water and still the love of their cars. Now, I don't know if those people actually own real Lamborghinis, um, but I'm sure that boat Lamborghini, boat Lamborghini is not a cheap toy either. So it it's kind of neat to see them. First time you see me say, is that really a car floating? But it's not. Oh, pardon me. Let's see. So what time is it? So we've been running for 2 hours and 4 minutes. We're going to go for another half hour. We'll get a few more trips through this loop. So now we're coming back. I guess we're back at the dock. It's the end of a beautiful day. End of a beautiful day. Let's just a little bit quieter. Maybe. Let's turn this off and just listen to the waves for a while. Okay, so Okay, so why? Interesting. Yeah, we're still. Not sure why my category is travel and events. I guess it's an event. It's travel. We're doing stuff. So I'm happy with what YouTube assigned us there. Yeah, so let's see what comes out of this. You should save your taste of the crispy. Did you ever crispy? Really brown for a chunky texture to be satisfying. It's crispy too. Okay. Let's see what this one. Okay, so that's my ingredients for this recipe. Where did my ingredients go? Ingredients. Where did my ingredients go? Ingredients are down there. There's my ingredients. Okay, so that's good. I like that. That's what we've done there. So where are we? Okay, so we're coming back into the marina. Some of the beautiful boats that are on either side of us. But I guess this is a weekday. Weekends, more people are out on the water. It could have been a weekday, so a lot of the boats are sleeping. And I'm getting tired myself. Oh, let's see. Let's see, 2 hours and 11 minutes. So we'll give it another 20 minutes, and that will be the end of this. And then we'll get this edit going here as well, get it uploaded. I'm trying to, what are we doing here? Is that still live? That's still live, yeah. Wonderful. How's that? So this is what I can watch right now. Yeah, we'll leave it on that setting. That's a good setting. Okay, so where is my good friend? This video. Let's see what we've got here. Okay. Let's move this over this side. Put another layer. Put the layer on the top in here. And that was here, so let's do it close. That's good. And we're going to call it I've lost that. What's this? We got open who else do we have open here? Where did that go? Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. Where are we? Now, where is ChatGPT? Where did it go? Okay, now let's start with okay, so let's see what we're doing here for this movie. Don't need that anymore. Let's save. Where are these? Picture, upload. Okay, it's nice. I like that. Now, let's see. Anybody else in the chat here? No? If you're still watching, I appreciate your company. I appreciate your watch hours. I could watch some of this footage forever. It really makes me think of the summer and the summer days. This edit, and let's do that right. Now, okay, let's see the video. What are we trying to do here? Yeah, I love watching this sail. This picture is my screensaver on my phone. Not quite. I think it's a little more bluer on the phone. we're seeing here. But it is, it's just such a way of reminding us what the summer's like. Where is this? Wait, what's going on to the left? Let's see what this looks like now. Where do you think? Yeah, yes, this exciting here. No revisiting. We'll give it another few minutes. Okay, so over 2 minutes, nobody else is coming. And what I did here. I'm looking for this. Okay, so we have been live for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Let's save this. And we're saving this. Okay, so oh, it's interesting. You can put that wherever you want it to be.